हिंदी, हाँ ये ले ले, उसके बाद हिंदी भी कर लेते हैं। एंड सी हाउ द वर्टिस कैन मैच दैट। वापस एक और करते हैं। हाँ एक और सेफ्टी ले ले, इधर वाला कर ले पहले। हाँ 1 2 3 go. Now the vertis, it has the capacity to change that mindset and वापस. Now all said and done, the vertis has all the also virtues जो एक similarly priced front wheel drive SUV में मिलते हैं और भी नहीं, तो चलिए देखते हैं। Hello and welcome to RevWheels and wishing all our viewers a very happy 2025. What we're shooting today is a little refreshing because after a string of SUVs, we finally have a sedan. But in this age of SUVs, does it even make sense to buy a sedan? Well, that's why what we've done is we've taken the top 5 qualities of an SUV, the top 5 reasons basically why you buy an SUV, and see how the Virtus can match that. So let's get started. Now, looks play a very important role when it comes to buying SUVs. Now, SUVs, they aren't really beautiful. They're just big, intimidating, and that's what gives them presence. Now, the Virtus, it's none of that. It's just a beautiful, well-proportioned sedan. The Sport GT line trim gets a few changes. At the front, you get a black glossy grille. On the sides, the 16-inch wheels now come in black, and you also get a GT line badge, which we think looks good. The headlamps and the tail lamps get a dark treatment to go with the black editions. Overall, the changes might not be much to differentiate from the standard car, but even then, the Virtus still looks fresh as ever. Overall, it might not have the intimidating presence of an SUV, but it still looks good enough to warrant head turns. Up next is interior space and comfort, something that an SUV offers in spades. Now, in an SUV, you get that high perch driving position, which people like. Now, in the Virtus, you get a very nice view, and to get that high perch driving position, you get height adjustable seats. Talking about comfort, the seats are extremely comfortable. You've got good support all around, so driving long distances shouldn't be a problem. Now, talking about the rear bench, as you can see, I've got plenty of knee room here. Headroom is not an issue. You get separate headrests for each passenger, which is a great thing. The only place where the Virtus might not match an SUV is the width. It's not as wide enough as most SUVs, so seating 3 people abreast could be a little tight. Now, the biggest advantage of the Virtus over SUVs is here, the boot space. At 521 litres, it outclasses SUVs even in bigger segments. And that space is expandable to an insane 1050 litres once you fold the seats. Now let's take a look at the features. You get an electric sunroof, 8-inch digital instrument cluster, 10-inch touchscreen infotainment system with 8 speakers, wireless phone charging, and climate control. The only thing you might miss here is a full panoramic sunroof, which is not possible to offer on a sedan, powered seats, and ventilated seats too in this variant. And if wishes were horses, an adjustable backrest for the rear seats. On the safety front, the Virtus has it completely covered. Achieving 5 stars in the global NCAP rating, the Virtus gets 6 airbags, ABS with ESC, tire pressure monitoring system, reversing camera, electronic differential lock, ABS with EBD, and more. What's missing? Well, unfortunately, the Virtus isn't equipped with ADAS yet, and a 360-degree camera would have been nice too. Overall, the Virtus is on par with most SUVs in its segment as far as the features go, and better some when it comes to safety. Now we come to performance. Now all SUVs must have good performance considering how heavy they are. But we do have a few SUVs which have average performance out there in the market. Now the good ones, they come with either turbocharged 1 liter or 1.5 liter engines, and so does the Virtus. What we have here is the 1 liter TSI engine, the 3-cylinder unit that makes 113 bhp and 178 Newton meters of torque. On the gearbox front, you get either a 6-speed manual or what we have here, the 6-speed torque converter. The TSI engines have always been good on the performance front, and it's no different in the Virtus. Performance feels good while driving around town, and with a 1260 kilo curb weight, the Virtus does have a better power to weight ratio than SUVs in the similar price bracket. So even with the 1 liter TSI engine, the Virtus actually performs better than most SUVs with similar 1 liter engine specifications. And if you do need more power, there's always the 1.5 liter engine to choose. Acceleration is linear, and the torque converter gearbox works well to keep the engine on the boil. As a result, performance from the 1 liter engine is pretty satisfactory. Now, ground clearance has never been a strong point in sedans. For example, the ground clearance in a Honda City is 165 mm, while in an SUV like the Kia Seltos, it's 190 mm. The Virtus gets 179 mm of ground clearance. Now, this is high enough to clear big speed breakers, but not high enough to affect the dynamics that one expects from a sedan. So the Virtus strikes a very good balance here. Talking about the ride quality, the Virtus is set up slightly on the stiffer side. So the quality is not exactly plush, but it's acceptable. The good thing is that you don't have to worry about bottoming out even with a full load, thanks to that extra ground clearance on offer. Bottom line, a Virtus will take you to all the places a front-wheel drive SUV can go. Now all said and done, the Virtus has all the virtues of a similarly priced front-wheel drive SUV and then some. So then you might ask, why isn't it selling as much? Well, it's all in the mindset. Now the SUVs, they've been ruling the minds of the Indian consumers for a while now, and it's just stuck there. But the Virtus, it does have the capacity to change that mindset thanks to the practicality of an SUV and all the charms of a sedan. And we genuinely think this is a do-it-all car. Would you consider a Virtus over an SUV? Do let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exciting content like this.